Hello friends, welcome back to DC School of Music. Today we are going to continue with the 251 series on the guitar. We're going to add color tones today. So in case you're not familiar with that term, when we did the previous lesson and we discussed the 251 chord progression, we were using all seventh chords. Okay, so seventh chords are basically an extension of the original triadic formation of the chord. So we were using minor and major chords to make that happen, but then we were adding the seventh note above the triad. In this video, we're going to actually add the ninth. So we're going to be we're playing all ninth chords. So I'm going to play the previous chord progression as it is in the first lesson. For this example, we're going to use the key of C. So we're starting with the 2 chord, which is D minor 7. Okay. Then we go to G7, which is the 5. And then we play C major 7. Okay. And that's a very standard way to go through a 2-5-1 progression. Okay. With all the standard 7th chord formations. Now, if you want to start to make it a little bit more subdued or change the mood slightly, then you start adding what are called color tones. In this particular example, I'm going to play a D minor 9 versus a D minor 7, and the D minor 9 sounds like this. Okay. Then we'll go to a G9, and then we'll go to C major 9. Okay, let me try that again. D minor 9, G9, and then C major 9. So if you listen to the previous example, which is just D minor 7, G7, C major 7. Now we'll do it with the ninths. D minor 9, G9, C major 9. Okay, so when you start adding the color tones, it gives you just a different hue on the actual sound that you're hearing. So just like a painter would change a yellow or a blue to maybe a brighter shade of yellow or a darker shade of blue, that's essentially what you're doing when you add these other tones that are available to you. Just to take one step ahead on this video, you can add any one of the 3 main color tones to any one of your chords at any time. And those other 2 that we're not discussing today would be the 11 and the 13. So the 9s, the 11s, and 13, in addition to the 7s, would be all of the color tones that you can add without adding any types of alterations. And we'll talk about alterations in another video when we get that far into the actual discussion. Let me try that again. So we have D minor 9, G9, C major 9. Right? And then you could just change these off and play like D minor 7, G9, and then C major 7. Or maybe I'd go from the D minor 9 to the G7 to the C major 9. Okay. This is done a lot in popular music as well as jazz. Let me explain one last progression here. If we were to play a 2-5 ahead of this actual 2-5, what I mean by that is if we were to play the 3 chord, which is E minor 7, and then play the A7, which is the 5 chord associated with the E minor 7. In theoretical terms, it's the 5 of the 2 chord. So you go E minor 7, A7, and then you 2-5 again, D minor 7, G7, C major 7. Now if I was to play this in a song, I'd go so E minor 7, A7, D minor 7, G7. Now I'll do it with the substitutions. So we have E minor 9, A9, D minor 9, G9, C major 9. Okay, you can hear how it has a very slight change in terms of the sound as well as the emotion that you can feel from that. Again, you can switch these off and alternate E minor 7, A9, D minor 7, G7, C major 9. Okay, so you're always making a little change to the color. E minor 9, then A7, D minor 9, G9, and then C major 7. So various ways that you can cycle through these different chords. And again, you're just adding the color of the chord and changing the color. All right, that's it for today's lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to these videos. Comment if you would, please, and I'll be sure to get out any one of the videos that are being requested on any of the instruments that you care to see. Thanks again, and have a blessed day.